when someone gives you a compliment, treat it like they're handing you a gift. Like they literally just handed you a gift of perspective of something that you didn't see. And oftentimes we take that gift and we just chuck it in the garbage and say, okay, thanks. That's great. And we don't even let it really sink in. But you alluded to people sharing with you and you hearing other people say, Patty, you have a really calming voice. You have a calming demeanor, and that really helps support me. And you talk about in the book of one of the ways to kind of uncover your hidden advantages to not dismiss compliments. So we'd love for you to share and maybe expand on that a little bit more and how you've seen it to help your clients.
You bet. And I'm going to take that one step further. I agree with your premise that every compliment is a gift, and so is critical feedback.
100%.
And people often have a hard time, especially women, especially good girls. We have a hard time accepting the compliment or even believing it. So that's some of the time that you mentioned it gets thrown away. It's because we aren't open to receiving that or believing it. So that's part of the work, the personal work that we all have to do, is to be receptive to that. But that's also true when a client asks you a question. That is not a criticism. They're asking a question. And often we take that personally. And that scuttles what we're trying to accomplish. So I would add to what you've said so beautifully, that feedback is also a gift. And if you can avoid taking it personally and be open to what you're learning, it can change everything in your business. It can change everything in your life. So that's the other thing I would add to that, being accepting of compliments, of how others perceive you. You have a reputation, your business does, you do, whether you like it or not. And a lot of people allow that reputation to happen by accident because we're not consciously planning. We're not thinking about how are people perceiving us. So a lot of the work that I do and the communication skills that I teach focus on that piece of how do you want to be perceived? What's important to you? Most of us, if not all of us, want to be perceived as honest and ethical and working with integrity and kind. And we want all these things, but you can set the stage for that by using language and communicating in a way that helps people perceive you in a particular way.